Good morning. Hey y'all. This is Divinely God and Chosen Star Seed. Spiritually, how y'all doing? It's been about 2 weeks since I've been on here. I had a video um a couple times. I'm trying to deal with the operates with the cell phone and the photos and the videos and trying to find other way to get USB and different things, and so a lot of things that I realize I need more little things in order to do what I need to do. It's a beautiful day. We in spring and been in Pisces and going into Aries. The card today that I pulled was Cancer. Cancer is from June the 22nd to July the 22nd. Depends on the leap year, which it is leap year. We're also in the spring in what they call a spring equinox, which is early spring. Everything's in order. All right, so Cancer. So when I pulled a card, and the first thing that I pulled, um, some little things I had in here, it says, I don't know if you can see it, but it says, I'm good at reading the room. She said, I'm good at reading the room. And the other one is this one here. It says, my skin breaks out whenever I'm stressed. The other one says, I focus my attention on trying to fix other people's problems instead of my own. The other one is, um, I'm the friend that hosts every gathering. So, Cancer is a mother. You know, that's her character as the mother. Okay, and she always taking care of everybody and not taking care of her own. And that's Cancer. Cancer is something else, you know. Sometimes she just always wanted to see everybody win. And sometimes one thing I do know about Cancer is when she give everything everybody else and she left with nothing. Cancer is the type of person that she will break her neck to help other people, and also with her children. And her children, she basically is like, don't mess with that. You know, she gonna tell her kids what's good. What in another term say, I wouldn't do that if that was me. I went through that. I wouldn't go through that. Try to be the best of a character and to be able to be like that and give it to other people and receive it back. And sometimes cancers, they want more what you put out in this earth, and sometimes you're not going to always get that receiving back, and sometimes that's a part of life. But do your part and not to worry about the other excess of other people, how they do their negative thoughts and how they talk to other people. Let's get on here. The first one I have here. Now this is I believe this is the Star Seed Oracle. And this card was saying the big picture thinking, please, it says big picture thinking. Your mind has to be a big picture. And please, it says the Pleiades energy is the visionary and inspired ideas. Now, big picture is a big broad of things. You know, one thing about depends on what your natal chart, zodiac signs, and whatever's placements in certain types of the 12 charts of astrology. Depends on where the placements is. Now, knowing about Pleiades, and I understand that it's about the thinking and visionary, but also it's also about how you see. You know, that's a seer. We're talking about a seer. A seer is a person can see. And Cancer is known for that, you know, and they're Clarke. They call it clarity. Clarity is to see all things. And they see a bigger picture than some people can look at some way as a picture and they only look one way. Cancer is the broad. They see a broad type of thinking, right? So, but they inspire themselves and they inspire other people. That's why they trip their feet because their job is to do that. You know, when you've been placed and been marked and been selected as certain things in this world as who we are, it's them P words, the prophets, philosophy, plant, or what they call it, plant, plantarist or philanthropist. Those names of them P words, 9 out of 10. Excuse me, I'm a little wrapped up in the head because it's early in the morning. Hmm. She that type of thing. She like to get up too. Sometimes she don't. Sometimes she feel like a nut, but sometimes she don't. You call nut mean the Mars, M-A-R. She have a lot of Mars in there. She may have Mars in Gemini, and Mars got to do with speaking as communication as an air sign. So to each his own. She might have that. Okay, so the whale. It says the whale and the oracle elders. This have to do with watery. Now, share your song frequency of a sound and diving in deep. She's clear. That's her clarity. She can see, and also she has the frequencies of a song. That means it has to do with music. The audience, that's clear audience. So this is a Cancer, and with that, she has signals. She can hear. She has the all elements within her. The mother will always know. Okay, and the next one is Hiraeth. Beautiful cards by the Starseed Oracles. That is saying Hiraeth is longing from home and homesick for the stars. You know, when we think about, I always call the oldest book of his story. And with that, it starts with void. And it was darkness, meaning darkness had to do up in the skies, heavenly realms of star seeds. And at a point in time, different things that we were placed here for reasons. And sometimes you've been here a long time. You're going from Pisces. Pisces, the old soul. Just imagine the sisterhood, which would be, or the brotherhood in these different type of I call it the heavenlies, and with the rims. So it's a masculine or feminine in that type of functions of a mother. So try to keep a balance here, you know, knowing that it's a masculine and feminine can have same characteristic. With that, with the star, sometimes you longing from something and you don't know where it's coming from, and sometimes it be something that you've been here a long time. You know, a time of long timing of 12 have to do with a time of age. I mean, a long, long, long time. And I believe my understanding as I'm going through my upgrades, frequencies of different things or differently that I have never, or to trying to remember of what was. Makes sense? Meaning that some things we don't know it all. Sometimes we have a little bit of gifts, but understanding, you're going to always to be learning. We're a student up under, and as that, keep a student, and to be understand, to be to experiences, to be love anyway, even how you feel about it. You still got the experience to know what's a positive and negative effect, but the experience on each of it is something for you to keep it for yourself or to other people, and to keep it or however you would like to use it. Now let's get with these cards here. These cards are beautiful. You have a door, and with that door, and I have stars. And stars is a beautiful thing. It's watery, and it's a reflection of it, and it's beautiful. I don't see nothing but stars. It's a big broad. Some things, it is one thing about Cancer. Cancer can see through it all. Some people like she's going down. Which is going down mean is a person like, oh, she kind of like a looky loo, or she loopy loo. It's not that she in the loop. She in the loop. You might not be in the loop. Cancer is really something else. You know, some people don't like to deal with Cancer because emotional, but it's a watery. But one thing about watery Pisces, water in Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, you got that placements in certain charts in your placements, they gonna know, okay? Meaning that certain things was placed in certain charts and marked for certain things in the stars. We talking about star seed. That's all we talking about today, because everything that he made was great. Now, if he made everything so good, then why is it so negative? It seemed like the the world is the I think the world is here to be able to bring all the negative factor in this world so you're able to do the experience. But I feel like it's negative because we have the opportunity to be uh, whatever you would like. Whatever you would like. Me and kings and queens, you know I had to come on in here. You know where that comes from. So you know I'm talking about. Eddie Murphy and the queen, she said, whatever you like. We talking about queens and kings. It's a little clear off audience right there. If you can get that. That means some things you got to signal the frequencies and that's been downloaded from yourself, from your ancestry. Okay. Now we got the well, and the well here it's like, okay, do do do. You know, we just had the we just did that the other day, and it's about the Aquaman. And being that we have so much things that's from the Atlantic and the Pacific, because Pacific and Atlantic has to do with Pisces. It goes for rotation of the earth, if that makes sense. That means these are signals, these are downloads, these are your ancestors, these are the people that's been here. And like I said, been with you and you're all together. It makes sense to me. We're a connection, okay? Connectional function. What's connect four? There it is. Connect four. You know, four has to do with a door. That makes sense. Hiraeth, you know, it's want the homes. It's homesick from stars. You know, everybody's a star. Not just entertainment on the ground now. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm saying we're all the stars. They was a star before they came. Because, you know what I'm saying, we've been here. We are very, very important in this world. We're here to do things in this world and to be a guide and a guiding light to give it to other people. Sometimes you get mad when you so used to doing something for other people and not for yourself, but just a balance. One thing about Cancer has to have a time to have a grounded time. Sometimes, you know, Cancer can cook now. She got a lot of skills, babe. She got a mother of all things, of a trait. She's the one thing can do it all together. But sometimes if it's over, like I say, mostly I would say the energy, when you're doing too much and you give it to other people and you don't have that energy back to yourself, you become low. You become depressed. But depressed is separated of something, okay? It is separated from what reason. And sometimes in order to heal another person or heal yourself, sometimes you have to let that firing, it has to fire it up in order to get the understanding why you're in the place that you're in and why you went through it. It's a time to rest. And when you time to rest, then you get the understanding. Not when you want to, it takes time. But one thing about Cancer, if she do so much to everybody else, she has to find a way to have a balance to receive the gift she gives to other people, but give it back to herself or his self. A Cancer has to be able to give it back what you given out to others. Bring it back to yourself. So you're able to bless in abundance yourself and be happy that you have what you've been given in this world. And this is a lot of positive in a negative factor. You know, I'm still learning, and sometimes when you can't get it when you want to, you get mad. Stop getting mad. It's not for you right now, but it will be later. But calm down at all times. learning of this fiery girl. She be popping off. I mean, she fired up, and then she get burnt. When you get burnt, you become clean again. If that's for somebody, that resonates to somebody. But it don't have to always have to be burnt. But it could be to the point where you have to find a balance. Emotional water has to have some type of land. All right, I have another star ancestor. I'm sorry, they on time. They always on time. Now you may be late, but they on time. All right. All right, star ancestor. It's his hidden secrets. You know, when Doris started with the what I started at one, when doors is either gonna be you're able to go in, or sometimes in the closet is locked, can't come out. Come on, somebody. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look at a little deeper. So when you look in here, we're talking about Egypt. Egypt is what we're talking about. Egypt is all the land, regardless of where you think you're at. Baby, you're all here. This whole, at a point of time, it was all connected. Before the waters and all of that, I'm saying it was water there, but it was the land was all connected. Okay? But then later on, the water has been placed separated from the islands in different places, but they were all connected. Do some research, a lot of information. Now, Hiraeth is in here that has to do with a queen now, and it has to do a queen. Okay, if you ain't a queen, then you could be as a king. Okay, let's not try to, we used about a whole now. If this, you put your replacement as the emotional part of emotional watery, as in that it is a lot, but it is a person to connect to loving and unconditional love, because that a lot of things with Cancer is that she has that feeling trait. They gonna know she feeling stuff, she feeling something. So, but with that, the star ancestors of the Egypt and Hiraeth, this is about the queen. We're in order because we talking about mother. We talking about the mother as a Cancer, and mother is if a man is has the functions of a mother. Functions is mean a man can sit here and take care of his kids while the mother is doing something else, and he can function the same way as a mother in the home when she's not there. So we know about Cancers, okay? Got a lot of things, okay? Now, star ancestors is giving information here. It's hidden. One thing about Cancer, she be telling everything. She talk a lot. She want to tell it all. But some things is not to be put out here. Now, this one say cracked up. When crack a yolk open. If you ever cracked a yolk, oh, okay, you got white ones or the brown ones long. You got two ones, okay? But when you break that yolk, then it's breaking the egg. Like Humpty they fell off the wall. But he fell, but he got back up. That's what I'm saying. He had a fall, but he got back up. It says cracked open. It's rock bottom, see? Surrender to that's called alchemy of life. That means at the beginning it's AB. AB is a person that is beginning and also is a being of life. That means it has to do with the functions of frequencies. It has to do with your chemistry of life. A chemistry is a lot of things, of functions that from the star systems, from the earthly realms, that is connected to all kinds of things. And that is traits. That's your natal chart, your zodiac, that is astrology, that is everything that was put in this world that you're connected. Going to the next one. And the next one is jump on in. Jump to it. Jump in is the Audra, here we go, is the Adramadian energy. Adventure and says yes to change. Andro. Andro, and it's like, to me, it's the Andrews. I mean, the Drew has to do with Alexandria, of the philosophy with books. Also, it has to do with star system too, and like I said, the energy of it. To me, I had did some things about the Pleiades and the Andromedan energy that, like I said, it had a lot to do with certain things that's been, you're able to do certain things, and it's an adventure, it's a journey. You meaning, if you're paying attention to that, to me, it's an eye. You know, and it's, you say eye again, so it is a pupil here, but also it remind me of Earth, and jump in. That's like jump in. So it is the frequency. Jump in is like the movie Jumper, if that resonates to somebody. You got different levels. When I say different levels, and that's the star system, the Egypt, and with those tiers, you got levels. And when you on your levels, that's a positive factor because they raise up. That means levels is ladders, and they're able to rise up above. But then when you go levels, you got devils. Then you got certain things that's separating of your positive thoughts that can come in the factor if you allow it. So a lot of things is going on. Like I told you, she said, I'm good at reading the room. She said, but my skin breaks out. She feeling a certain way with her skin. That means somebody, she either stressed or somebody stressing her or stressing him. Whoever, this cancer. Cancer is talking about it. I'm focused on attention on trying to fix other people, but stuff. Got the but. But is a but. But is a, what they call it, ASS. ASS. It's assessing. She's always assessing. When she's assessing somebody, this is what she's talking about. She always assessing everything else, but problems instead of her own. She got some issues. She need to take care of some stuff, and know that everything gonna be fine. And stop always, things don't come to you want it when you want it, but it comes later on. It's on a time thing. Time is the age of Aquarius, right? We're in that age of that. That's gonna let you know that jump in mean jump. Now saying that you can't, no, jump mean you're able to do anything, all things with you. Uh, I'm the friend that hosts for every gathering. Now she like to do the have hosting parties and stuff like that, but what about you? Now this particular cancer has got to do with the sun. So if this is sun rising, so letting you know that this person has some sun risings in here, and that let you know the sun is the Leo. Sun has to do with Leo. Even Cancer is the equator of around. That mean to tell you where the Cancer is in the south. It's on me in the south, where it's a tropical type of a Cancer around. Okay, meaning that's exactly. She might need to go down that way in order she to get some type of balance, because it seems like she got a lot going on here. She need to get some sun. All right, if that reflects that somebody else. Also, I have something else here. The believe that is the angels and the ancestor. They speak. The first one was the hunter, and hunter has to do as a person that hunts. I hate to tell y'all that, but veils have to do with hunt. If you veiling something, either you're hunting to somebody or you hunting for other things. It's a hunt. Hunt has to do with the arrow has to do with Sagittarius. It's the bow. And with the Sagittarius, even though I'm just giving out the information, that means a person is hunting for something. Is a person hunting for a positive effect, or hunting is either hunting for a negative factor, if that makes sense. It says track down your fears and desires. Now, this person is tracking down your fears and desires. Now, are you looking for who you are and trying to understand about your hunt of animalistic of your own traits. Because my understanding, when it comes track down it's about you, okay, yourself. So, and I noticed that the age of Aquarius is about yourself. It ain't about. I'm not saying it's not about others, but this is about your fears and desires. It's a Cancer now. Now you know it's in good. It's in order. She got she wolf in here. We talking about animalistic. She wolf unleashed the wild within, meaning that the wild is the outside in this world. You got different places called that's called the wild. What they call it a time the wilderness. The wilderness has to do with country and the woods and the sticks is what we call it back in the day. Well, today we say people in the sticks is in the evergreen or in the woods. Okay, meaning that unleash it, whatever that you're a country girl, a country boy. Come on with it, Cancer. This is what it's about. But also it has to do about your instincts of animalistic within. You know, that means something characteristic that you have. I mean, you got a lot of things. If you're in the woods, what are you going to do in the woods? So you're going to be in the sticks in the woods. And if you was going to make a fire, how was you going to do that? Use your gifts that you have. A lot of things about we have so many characteristics of different things. Now, to understand what the hunter is about, tracking down for certain things of yourself. So what we're doing is we've been like an old soul of a 12. And if you understand that Pisces is the 12, but understanding that with the arrow, with the what they call Sagittarius and the Pisces, and I'm giving it what I'm information on if that resonate for somebody, but also let you know it has a moon in there too, and it's a wolf. So with the wolf is she wolf, you know. It's a movie called She Wolf, and it's like 1980s or something like that. And to me, it has a twilight zone. It has to do with twilight. To me, with either the wolves or the vampires. Which one this day? And know that the moon has the illuminating of a she wolf, and know that she has certain things that's within herself. And also, like I said, it's dark. Have you paid attention? Dark has dark. Dark means at a time of twilight. You look outside, it's light, but it's really dark. Would that make sense? I'm gonna say it's a lot of the things that certain things of your eyes is for some people and some not. Knowing that we're talking about Cancer, because she's a seer. So if you could look at that, that means the moons and the sun is at the same time. And if anybody paying any attention to that, that is a couple. It's been a lot of this particular of this time this year, 2023. It's been a lot. Paying attention what's in the skies and noticing that when you start having the moon still in the morning to about 3 o'clock, and you still seeing it going around and come back the other way, the moon that letting you know that's close. So moon and the sun at the same time. It tells you remind me of eclipse. We're going into eclipse, right? When it's the father and mother come together in between, it has a fisherman in between. Also it's a doors and also it's a fisherman. If you look as both of them together, is an eye in between. It's like this the it's the fisherman and also is an eye, if that makes sense. Doors are open. So we got a lot of things going on right now. People right now, they got a lot of people talking about the eclipse is positive and negative. I've been in an eclipse, and I have as a child. It was the scariest thing I ever seen in my life, and I know it was in the 80s. And it had one. I was at a park, and the next minute I know, I was sitting there playing. I was outside at the park, and I was making mud pies. And the next minute I know it was dark, and I was screaming. And by the time I screamed and the dark went over and then the light came, I was running to my mother. I was scared. I didn't know what that was. And even though I knew at that time, because I was in school at that time, but I never experienced it. And when I did, I was scared because it was really dark. Just imagine as a kid like that. Let's get on into here. We're talking about uh, Cancer and Earth Guardian. It is, it says here, study. Let me go here. Right here. It's the Earth Guardian. And it says here, stay rooted and grounded. See, I told you. When you got all that watery in your chart, you got to keep grounded at all times, you know. You need some other information here. I got this little card, and this is a card that I normally do. If y'all watch my videos, you'll see it's from Amazon. And it says here, the limits of the possibility can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. Now, I first started the card, and this one is big picture of thinking. I mean, everything is all together. Big picture. You have to think more about your circumstances in your energy and what you're in. And one thing about the mother, she's in her home. Be careful what you say in your house. If it's negative, find it outside. If you do, try to clean. Watch what you say in your own home, because when you say negative in your home, it comes right back to you. It bounces back to you with inside. Try to be positive all times. If things you know is a negative, try to figure out, find another way to bring positive. I like music, so to me, I find me another way to try to change the environment in my mind and change it. You know, you can do that real quick. This girl had to go through something. Everybody, upon a time, I thought everybody came for me. Sometimes you don't know when a person goes through a lot. You know, I think this is a depressive time. You know, it's pressure. In 2020, it seemed like everybody had pressed down to everybody like teeth. And you couldn't do nothing. To me, it was a prison mind. Prison is a person that is prison mind in their thinking, thoughts, and how they deal on the outside. That means it has to do with your soul and your spirit. And a point in time, I felt like my spirit was like in the mind was spirit was a negative factor, and then the physical, meaning on the soul part. Then I was like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Well, if you're feeling and you can't do something in your mind, but your body's like, I can go somewhere, but my mind is like, all of a sudden that I'm not able to. I couldn't. You mentally was blocked, and your soul was blocked. And I was like, something got to come out of there. I got to figure it out. And then I had to understand what the predicament, and still to this day, I'm still trying to get to understand why I had to go through all of that. But we had to go through something. But I wasn't by myself. You know, still people still in the house and scared to come outside. They come out, don't stay long. Everybody still got that prison mind. It takes your mind. But see what you have to do. Change your mind, your thinking, and tell your soul, catch up. Because your soul may have a certain feeling. Feelings got to do with cancer. But your mind is powerful. And you have to tell that body and your physical functions to say, you can get on this side. Because this is the way to go through the door. But your physical, how you feeling, you have to have what's the balance you are going to need. All your elements to get the understanding. Not just one of watery emotional feeling. You're going to need your character. You're going to need even earthly. Earthly has to do with money. It means what comes is commerce, right? It's grounded. But you're gonna need your oxygen. You're gonna need your air, and you're gonna need your fiery. And you're gonna need your create. You're gonna need all of that. So you have 4 that you need within yourself of your animalistic, of your characteristic within your own soul, within your spirit. Spirit go first. And the soul follows behind the spirit, if that's for somebody. All right, so I have the feminine mission creates earth angel. All right, so I got about 30 minutes in here. I won't do much. I'm gonna go in here and give a little bit more information. I said a lot, but what the purpose says, get your codes, manifestation. Get on your codes. It said, do 2567 or 711 21 8 17 and 22 in order. See, I got these codes, so I'm gonna give it again. Do 2567 7 11 21 8 17 and 22. I got 555. I got 1044. A lot of other things, but I put it on there. Look, 1044. To trust your inner wisdom and intuition and listen to instincts. Okay, let me do some more because we got a lot of stuff. So she about reading the room, you know. In my room. That little Brandy up in here. Just a mess. Okay, you may be thinking about a man or somebody, a female, whoever. Somebody, you thinking about somebody. What you thinking on the app? What you thinking of that? Pulling towards low energy, workout, dance, and stretch. Girl. Okay, let's see about that skin breaks. What's going on with that skin? Now, these are my little old cards that I had when I was going through, not going through, but just my time to download when I be thinking of stuff. And we think a lot. Stop thinking so much. That Mercury, I'm telling you, it must be coming. So, you know, that's that communication. Sometimes be all type of Mercury and be connected with all kinds of stuff. So, your planets. It says, let a man going to be. He said, let a man going to be, says daddy. So this got to do with a man. And he said, let a man going to be a man, says daddy. The rest of that. It says, focus on attention. I'm trying to fix other people's. It says textbook. It says a teacher. You're a teacher. See? Textbook teacher. In the 5D, are you being good or are you being bad? Oh, it's fun. It's fun. I'm in a friend. It says, I'm the friend that hosts every gathering. Okay, let's see what that's in here. Hmm. 922 is reminded that you're never done growing spiritually. See, 922, 1044, 2567, 711, 21, 8, 17, 22. That means 22, 555. So all of this information I'm putting up in here and giving out love. Oh, Virgo, it says right here, Virgo, Venus, Mercury, communication, new ideas. See, I told you. I know it's about that communicating. And it's show the world you can do it. You can do it. I ain't going to say the other part. Y'all, I like movies and music, and I have fun with it, you know. And certain things, it's just I pull in the clear audience and things are visionary that I do. And I pull in for certain things. So, now, I can go in here and get out more information that I did with cards. But sometimes when you do all of that, it's like, it's a lot to be saying. No, let's give something about it. It's about the great leap. Now, this is about advice, giving you some information. Find balance between your physical and your metaphysical and sides. Learn to trust more and to share fully. Put the past behind you and beware of the sensational isms. There you go. Okay? Yearn to express the best part of yourself. But do not deny your weakness either. Accept the whole packages. And this is Cancer. Cancer is the rubies of the jewels. They are the jewels. And you know, she's the ruby. Ruby is the queen now. Now, meaning that queen or king of this Cancer. You know, So it is red, you know. Um, let's see anything else in here. Meditation says caution, caution. Should not too mistaken for your cowardness and strengths and daring, intense, visionary. It means weaknesses, reckless and unstable, foolhardy. You know, being that don't mistake of cowardice. You know, being knowing that don't be coward. Just be the strength. You know, what the sun has to do with the Leo. That Leo comes after that to help you with that, with your trait, you know, with your emotional traits. So with that 7 and 8, you become as a 15. 15 is even tells you that, but the positive of that character is to be seen out here, not to and to be seen in the world, not to be inside in your own home. Um, it says how to keep calm in chaos at all times. hmm See anything else? Um, a lot of things I put in here, but I don't want to make a whole thing. It's 40 in here, but I just want to say it's about the philanthropist. I already said that about the person that is a writer and giving out the information. You know, about being the functions of mother of cancers. You know, sometimes you see the shades of grays. You know, we have the she wolf and the hunter, and you see through it all. The twilight, it's a twilight. You can see it all through the veil of destination. You can see, you know, and it's instant of a change forever. You see beyond the veil. Um, see about the different things that you go for, the wounds of feeling of not feeling good. You know, I always say is when the feelings, the respect of other people, and you don't give it back. I think I started off with all of that, but you know, if we worried about the net fact, you're gonna get a negative fact. I mean, what comes back to you? Always let it go. But the truth is identity. It's about the identity and personality. You know, to see right through your soul, deepest truth. They're chained to its potency. It is to bow to who you truly are and to stretch your heart. And it's wide open enough to hold it all. Leave your fears and doubts in the bag, lady. You know, and the bag is at the door. Do you believe that doesn't feel good enough? Give others the privilege of seeing who you are. You know, see everything that says, um, oh yeah, hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique. I told you revealing has to do with a hunt and animalistic instinct tune. It has to do with your note, the clairaudience, and you soul came here to sing the echoes of the chambers. You know, the to me it's like um, you know, they say different mermaids has a lot to do with the tune. It has to do with their singing. Okay, they mean a lot of things in the water. Okay, and you have a lot of functions in it. The other function, remove the junctions. They said remove the junction and a junk in your trap in your truck and your back trunk. Your back trunk got to be with a butt. Your commerce of your booty. Booty has to do with wealth. Okay, peel back of the layers of the suffering and pain and reveal to others to your soul true song. All right, Cancer, this is you. You know, giving out the information that was given from the ancestors. angels and ancestors, and the star seeds from Pleiades and I call it Dromedes. A lot to do with the we call it Andrews, giving out information about a Cancer. Well, I can say this: unconditional love is the best thing in the world. When a person pulls you in a negative fact, find another way where it's positive. Okay. Things happen you for a reason. You're on time, everything on time. And whatever that effect, negative, whatever that was, and like I say, Mercury, speech, right? Speak life, and when you speak life, and life come back to you. Speak negative factor, it comes right back to you. Everything is not coming against you. It's either there to make you strong, and sometimes you don't want to accept it and you don't like it. Find another way. And I say, find another way where you can bring life within and to give it back to others. Peace and blessings.